TickMike.com, Manly Performance, and North American Motor Cars, along with New England Racing Fuel Sunoco, the official fuel of the Stafford Motor Speedway. Now, Matt Buckler, let's get to the starting lineup. It's all 27 for tonight's SK Modified main event.
Starting on the pole will be car number 1, Tyler Leary from Hatfield in the Amherst trucking car.
The schedule to start alongside will be the number 24 machine. We were talking a lot about him earlier. It is Mikey Flynn out of Hamden, Massachusetts. The Ballyhake Farm sponsored machine. Neil Flynn owns a race car.
The Bearmobile will be starting third, sponsored by People's Choice Mobile from Colchester. Here's car number 14 and Brian Narducci.
Eastport Feeds P.T. Watts brings us car number 82. The Quinn and Michael Christopher owned car from Walcott, Connecticut. Car number 82 from Michael Christopher Jr.
Then it will be T4 and car number 55. Montanari Fuel, the sponsor for Danbury, Connecticut's Teddy Hodgson.
Then it's a Jervis Brothers roofing machine out of Walcott, Connecticut. Car number 33 from Michael Jervis Jr.
Car number 22 will be next from Bethlehem in the Horse Powder Hill Farm sponsored car. Here is Chase Dowling.
Wheeler's Auto Service brings us car number 68. This will be Marcello Ruffano in the John and Mania Ruffano sponsored car.
The defending champion will be in car number 88 from Berlin in the Wheeler's Auto Service car. Here's the Kid Rock, Keith Rocco.
10th starter to the field will be the Cookers construction car from Summers, Connecticut, driving the Chassis Pro machine. It'll be Todd Owen.
Last week's winner will be in car number 21. He's from Newtown in the Airgas sponsored machine. The driver is Stephen Kopchick.
Opening day winner is up next, car number 85. It'll be Tyler Hines out of North Haven, Connecticut, the TickMike.com car.
The Rifleman will be starting 13th in car number 92. In the Wesson Motorsports machine from Munson, Mass., here is Dan Wesson.
Car number 03 is up next, the Digital Federal Credit Union car from Oxford, Mass. for Troy Talman.
A veteran driver will be starting next in car number 76 from Ellington in the Bowles Chrysler Dodge Jeep car, the Ellington Express, Tom Bowles.
Lester's Auto Center brings us the Adams Cavora prepared car from Ellington, Connecticut, car number 50 for Ronnie Williams.
Starting 17th will be a driver from Avon in the Mid-State Site Development car, car number 31, driven by Noah Corner.
Big Hoss USA Products brings us a 75 from Stafford Springs, Connecticut for David Arute.
Next door to him in car number 11, one of the comeback drivers. He is from Southington in the Hummel Brothers Hot Dogs car, Matt Vassar.
Missouri Motorsports brings us car number 67 from Chatham, Massachusetts for Doug Missouri Jr.
Starting 21st in the field will be car number 35. The driver comes from Shelton in the Moeller Motorsports car. Here is the high roller, Andrew Moeller.
Then it's the Vinnie Beetle machine, the Mr. Reuter Plumbing Company car from Brantford, Connecticut. Ed Pulio prepares the car for his son, JP, Jonathan Pulio. That is your starting lineup. These are the SK Modifieds, and they're set to do battle. The distance is 40 circuits.
And this should be a barn burner. We have a couple of races this year. Steve Kopchick, the most recent winner, a week ago. And with about 7 laps to go in that race, he was leading by 1/10 of a second. And he wound it opened it up at the end to win by about 7/10 of a second. So that car got better as the race went on. And we'll see if those same characteristics will be taking place tonight.
Well, the field crosses over at double up. We're ready. It's showtime. A lot of side stories in this event, and we've touched on a lot of those side stories.
But there will be more as soon as the green flag is dropped here.
Stephen Kopchick looking to have back-to-back victories. Brian Narducci looking to put his name on the list in the SKs here at Stafford. Off turn number 4. Here's Matt Buckler with the call.
And let's see who gets a jump on the outside. It's Mikey Flynn. Flynn, he swashbuckles his way to the lead.
As Flynn moves quickly to the front of the pack, here comes Michael Christopher. Crossover move. Bottom shot from the outside to the inside as they rumble back to the line. Off turn number 4. Working their magic. Leader of lap number 1, Michael Christopher.
He wasted no time at all in yanking the lead away. We have a traffic jam in turn 2. Car hits the wall, backs into the wall, and there are about 7 or 8 cars involved in the altercation. Brian Arducci able to drive away. There is Hodgson's car, Ben. We saw Tyler Leary's number 11X.
And the thumbs up, a good indication that Hodgson's machine
backed into the wall.
Yes, hard at a ton. But the thumbs up was the driver is okay. Let's take a look at this here. And we're looking, Hodgson is behind the number 14 machine. He goes, they are 3 wide there, and then literally it looked like he got hooked. And when a car swung back around, the Hodgson machine literally hand grenaded into the wall backwards. And Leary's car is involved up there as well.
Looked like 2 cars are tangled up. As Ben, we'll take another look at it. And the man we want to zero in is Teddy Hodgson in the 55.
Yep, he's in front of the 22 machine. He goes down low. They're 3 wide there. Somebody gets crossed up, comes back across the racetrack, and there is where the contact was made. Hodgson was a setting duck in that situation.
Going 3 wide never really works on lap number 2. So our safety crew quickly on the scene is it looked like one car hit the wall. Bracco is able to
no, I believe that was a Jarvis's car, yeah.
So Jarvis is able to drive away.
And so isn't the Tyler Leary machine. But the final car left stranded, I believe that might be the car yes.
Last week's winner.
Now here's a different camera look at it. Everything is okay going in, and there's where it starts to go bad.
The field got jumbled up together.
And
we see Jarvis go around. He was ahead of the pack, and he just swung it around. And that created a lot of problems. And one of the biggest problems suffered by Teddy Hodgson is a double hook. That car back onto pit road, and Teddy Hodgson, they worked a long time on that car. Michael Jarvis is in distress.
Now
that car swung around, and he was like a duck in a shooting gallery.
He sure was. Let's go back down on pit road to see if we've got more. Guys?
Well, I can say the Teddy Hodgson car is absolutely destroyed. Like you said, double hooked. Teddy did walk into the safety ambulance there, so he's okay. But I'll tell you what, man, you talk about a hard hit. That car swung around and just nailed right under the Longview RV Superstore sign there. Hard hit, unfortunately, for Teddy Hodgson.
Now the Michael Jarvis car, we see that car has its crew pushing it down, and we're not sure what the story is on that machine as well. But the restart lineup is going to be a little different, and for Todd Owen, he was running 8th at the time, and Owen now moves into the 4th position. If the scoreboard is showing it the way it was, or the way it is to go back to green. And then behind him will be Dowling, and then with the number 22 car, that's the Jean-Guy Poulin Drywell car Dan Avery owns. And then Tyler Hines. And after that, it looks like Ronnie Williams picked up a few spots as well. So that's a positive sign for him.
But
Tyler
right
Leary is down on pit road.
Christopher Flynn and Arducci in the top 3.
Now Marcello Rufano's car, I believe, Matt, that's the 68 machine.
Yeah, guys, it's Marcello Rufano's car. In fact, he has just been released from the ambulance and immediately goes to work on the right front corner of that car as we're doubled up, ready to go back to green. He looks like he is going to try to get back in. get back out there. Won't be in time for the restart, but a tough break for Marcello Rafrano.
Well, there is only one lap of the 40 now complete. And let's see what's going to happen as they're getting ready to fire them back up. Michael Christopher used a Teddy Christopher move to take over the lead. But on the restart, Mikey Flynn looks pretty strong again, man.
But by the time they get to turn number 2, Mike Christopher Jr. is in control of the situation.
Look at Mikey Flynn.
Goes in for second, and now he's going after our leader with a tomahawk move underneath.
While that's been happening, here comes Brian Narducci, and here comes Todd Owen. And now, Tyler Hines, car number 85, showing it's no fluke at all. He goes to the outside of Dowling, and here comes Keith Rocco. And there is Steven Kopsick. Off the turn, back to the line. They're side by side for the battle for the 5th and 6th position.
Dowling doing a good job fighting on the inside. We have a battle
Look at
for
Owen.
second. Mikey Flynn getting a challenge from Owen, and Todd Owen making it look easy.
Todd Owen puts the Cooker construction car to the inside. Owen looks racy. Todd Owen might have a rocket ship tonight. Here comes the number 85 machine, and here comes Keith Rocco with Chase Dowling.
Now Dowling is trapped on the outside, and Rocco is trying to shuffle past both the 22 and the 85 of Hines. The leader continues to be Mike Christopher, but the best battle for 3rd and 4th between Flynn and Narducci.
Well, they come off that turn, and there's no question about it. Tyler Hines is now moved up a spot. Keith Rocco, he can feel the heat of the radiator, and Dowling isn't to be left out of the big dance here. Meanwhile, here comes Ronnie Williams, outside of Chase Dowling, making his presence known. Steven Kopsick is there. Williams, Kopsick, and Dowling, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Boy, it didn't take Ronnie Williams long to go from the
Not
outer limits
at
to
all.
the upper echelon of the field. Julio just putting laps in, and Flynn able to get by him. Narducci able to get by. Narducci's car owner, Billy Bear Coluccio, said before the race tonight he expected a top 5 finish. That was his prediction.
And Keith Rocco said he didn't come to finish second tonight. He goes to the inside.
Oh, what a move he put on Narducci.
And it appears that Narducci's learned his lessons well, and here comes Tyler Hines. Hines sees some daylight. The 85 machine, and now sliding down through the infield.
Around goes Narducci. Hit Dowling. Dowling onto the grass. Narducci's still going forward.
And the caution flag, I believe, came out for the number 67, the Meserve car. But guys heading down on pit road, you've got Narducci and several others. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, Brian Narducci got loose off of turn number 2. He might have had a little help off the corner, and a couple of other cars took evasive action to the inside, including Chase Dowling, who went through the grass, keeping an eye on some of the cars that were involved in the first crash as well. Going to try to get, in fact, Brian Narducci coming back behind the wall now. An ever-growing list of some pretty big names behind the wall. Michael Jervis, car number 33. The 14 of Narducci. Teddy Hodgson, all torn up. Left rear of that car is completely destroyed. Some big hits here tonight early on in this SK Modified race. John Gates, what are you seeing at your end? It looks like we have some cars on the other end of pit road as well. Troy Tallman coming in a lap ago. John, what do you see?
Yeah, just a quick check on Tallman's car for sure, but tough break for Brian Narducci. That was a top 5 car. Unfortunately, connection with a car down the backstretch, and that front suspension on that car is just totally shot. The Florida Connection boys getting the Narducci machine checked over, but he is out for the night.
Well, we just took another look at the replay, and Brian Narducci's car, the left front wheel, literally, there was some contact made there, and it looked like Williams was able to squeak by to the outside, and Steven Kopsick did an impressive job of moving in there as well.
3 races for Brian Narducci. Race number 1, brake issues. Race number 2, a Panhard bar issue. And tonight, an incident against the wall. So Brian Arducci, with the new partnership between him and Billy Barricoluccio, has not gotten off to a strong start. It's almost like the car is haunted. They need an exorcist maybe to get the gremlins away from that number 14 car. We take one more look, and every time we look at it, things do not end well for Brian Arducci. Car goes sideways.
Yep, and then Dowling is involved, went down through the grass. Let's go down to pit road.
Yeah, let's catch up with Teddy Hodgson. Tore up all 4 corners down here for car number 55. Big hit, big couple of hits for you off turn 2. What happened from your view?
I don't know. I just heard my spotter say go low off 2. I know everyone was checking up on the top side. Didn't think they were wrecking though. And then, I think I just got clipped in the right rear. Happened so fast. Didn't even know. I knew I was turning around backwards and killed the thing. I just got to thank all my sponsors: Monterey Fuel, Gator Sport Fishing, A5 John Construction, Business Time Motorsports, Ness Automotive, everyone that helps. Hopefully we'll be back soon. This was a pretty bad one.
It's a big one. A lot of damage. Car number 55, Teddy Hodgson. He's okay as we are set to go back to green, guys. All right, actually, let's hear from Brian Arducci really quick.
Okay, about ready to get him fired back up. Todd Owen was confident after practice, but Michael Christopher has that extra oomph on the restart. And now Owen moves in the line. Todd Owen, crossover. Doesn't happen there.
Well, Owen did a good job pulling away from Mikey Flynn, who had inside position. So Owen in attack mode.
All of a sudden, Keith Rocco is now on the podium in third.
And Mikey Flynn drops off to fourth, and he is being challenged by Tyler Hines. This is going to be a barn burner. You have 3 of the best: Mike Christopher, Todd Owen, and Keith Rocco fighting it out after 11 laps.
Keep your eyes.
Hines with a great move.
Yes, and following him through is Steven Kopsick. Now all of a sudden Tyler Hines' car backs out of it just a bit, and Noah Corner is in there, and David Arup. All of those cars are marching forward, and now Kopsick picks up another position. Steven Kopsick's into the top 5, car number 21. Here comes David Arup.
And Rocco making a move on Owen.
And he made it look easy. But Owen isn't done. He doesn't know the meaning of giving up.
Boy, there is a lot of give and take during a 40-lap race. And that time, Rocco took second away from Owen. Owen has the car to be able to get it back. David Arup is pulling away from traffic. He is in 7th place.
Got a good
and
car
Mikey
there.
Flynn is shuffling all the way back to 10th place.
While that's been happening, all of a sudden, Andrew Moeller is starting to come into the top 10. We haven't talked about him much in this event, but car number 35 started back in 21st, and he's threading the needle through traffic. Keith Rocco glued to the back bumper of Michael Christopher in a bid for the lead. Rocco has enough giddy up to get right there on his back bumper, but not enough to complete the move.
Now, earlier this season at the Thompson Icebreaker, Rocco and Christopher were battling for the lead. Rocco kind of gave a little forearm shiver to Christopher on the last lap, and he was able to win the race. Wonder if they're thinking about that with 17 laps gone and Mike Christopher Jr. in the lead.
Well, there's no question about it. And also, car number 50 is coming back through traffic, and that is Ronnie Williams. Williams is running directly behind the Moeller machine. Back up front off turn number 4, still Michael Christopher in command. Ronnie Williams is back into the top 10. Moeller is in the 9th position, but there's the battle of the night between the number 82 of Michael Christopher and the number 88. Rocco started 9th, and Christopher started in the 4th spot.
You know, Tyler Hines is doing it again, running in 4th place. So It seems it's unusual if he's not in the upper tier of the field. Dowling is holding off Moeller, and here comes Moeller trying to move into the 8th position.
Moeller's making some noise on the inside lane, and then to the outside is Ronnie Williams.
Pretty good recovery by him. He is in 9th place. Owen is holding off Tyler Hines. That is a fight for 3rd place.
And what a fight it is. Todd Owen trying to hold off Tyler Hines. And Tyler continues to maintain some quick laps. Keith Rocco, fastest lap, 19.019.
Rocco definitely in striking distance, down by only 1/10 of a second to Mike Christopher Jr. And we still have a lot of race left. 17 laps to go when they hit the line. So Mike Christopher, he is really going to have to earn this against a 4-time Stafford champion.
Now Moeller dives to the inside of Chase Dowling. Andrew Moeller has moved into the 9th position. And Moeller is coming to the front now.
Moeller wanted an opportunity to run the second half of a race, something that has not happened this year, and he has invaded the top 10. Mike Christopher leading by a difference of 0.3 of a second over Rocco, and Todd Owen is 2 seconds behind the front 2.
Todd Owen continues to try to shake off Tyler Hines. Stephen Kopsick has been in the 5th spot for quite some time, and there is 15 laps to go.
Ronnie Williams just got by David Arute to move into 7th place. Down to the final 15 laps.
And
Tyler Hines, 4th, and Stephen Kopsick, who was a winner a week ago, is in the top 5.
Ronnie Williams has moved now into the 7th spot, so he's going forward. Noah Corner is in 6th. Kopsick is in 5. And there is Moeller applying the pressure now. Here comes Tyler Hines trying to get down underneath Todd Owen, but Owen continues to shut the door.
Yeah, it looked like Hines had a little bit of an opening, and Owen took it away. A big lead now for Christopher. He has built up his advantage to 0.6 of a second over Rocco, so it looks like Mike Christopher, he is getting better as this race continues.
Sure, we are sure right about that. And look at, here's another good battle between David Arute running in the 8th position. And now all of a sudden, we see the number 50 car, Ronnie Williams, in 7th. And look at Moeller. He just went around David Arute.
What a run by Noah Corner in car number 31.
Great run.
In 6th place. We haven't talked about him that much, but he has really been steady.
29. When they come to the stripe, there'll be 30 laps with 10 to go. Michael Christopher, the dominant car. 0.3 now separate him with Keith Rocco. And they are turning in the run for him. Noah Corner, what a great run. But now, and
there
now look at the
Hines.
battle for 3rd.
Hines is able to slingshot his way underneath Owen, and he has moved into the top 3.
Tyler Hines showing it was no fluke that he had success. And now look at this battle between Ronnie Williams and Noah Corner. Remember, Williams has come from the back of the pack. That's the battle for 6th and 7th.
Boy, Noah Corner doing a good job hugging the inside of the track on the straightaways, not giving Williams much to go at. And
here comes Williams
once again. He shuts the door. Good job by Noah Corner. And here is Williams. He had a good run going, and he takes a spot away to move into the top 5. Or the top 6 by Ronnie Williams.
His next target will become Stephen Kopsick. Meanwhile, back up front, 7
Rocco getting
circuits
closer,
remaining.
Ben.
Yes, he is. But Michael Christopher has hit his marks every time by. 0.3 separate first from second.
This is the scariest sight in motorsports. Mike Christopher to look in his rearview mirror and see the smiling face of Keith Rocco. It could be intimidating. But Mike Christopher trying to hold him off, Co. What a good job that time by Rocco. Heading into the corner, almost erased Christopher's lead.
There is less than 5 circuits remaining. Michael Christopher's car is starting to back up just a tiny bit. And Keith Rocco is like a tiger ready to pounce on the prey.
They are both running 19.2s. So down to the final 3 laps. Mike Christopher took the lead on the opening lap when he made a great move against Mikey Flynn to grab the top spot. Can he hold it for 2.5 more laps?
No question about it. Michael Christopher brought his A game, but here comes Rocco again. He can reel him in, but not enough, as it's less than 2. Rocco getting closer.
Rocco knows he only has to lead 1 lap. Lap number 40. Mike Christopher trying to protect his turf. So we have 2 of the best in a duel. 1 more lap to go. Mike Christopher Jr. trying to hold off Keith Rocco.
Michael continues to try to string it out. Rocco right there in his tire tracks. Down the back straightaway. Final time through turns 3. Rocco can reel him in. The clock is ticking. Michael Christopher has done it. He'll win the SK Modifieds here tonight. Keith Rocco to finish in 2nd. Tyler Hines, a great run for 3rd. Todd Owen finishes 4th. Stephen Kopsick for 5. Ronnie Williams for 6th. Noah Corner for 7th. Andrew Moeller for 8th. David Arute for 9th. And Tyler Leary, what a comeback to finish in the top 10.
Chase Dowling, 11th. Mikey Flynn is 12th. Matt Vassar finishing 13th. Joey Allegro, 14th. Daniel Wesson, 15th. Doug Meservey Jr. was 16th. Tommy Bowles, 17th. And 18th was Troy Tallman. Brian Arducci, 19th. Jonathan Pulio, 20th. Michael Jarvis, 21st. Marcello Refrano, 22nd. And Teddy Hodgson was 23rd. Let's check out the contingency money, see how it will be handed out. The winner, Mike Christopher Jr., will receive $150 from Mayberry Material Handling and $150 from New England Race Cars and $150 from Tick Mike. Second place finisher, Keith Rocco, will earn $100 from Manley Performance Products. And the third place finisher, Tyler Hines, will get $100 from North American Motor Car. Our top 3 of Christopher Rocco and Hines will get $25 gift certificates from New England Racing Fuel. And so will the top rookie. And, well, it is difficult to see who the rookie is. Noah Corner may be the one to get the extra 25. Mike Christopher Jr. didn't waste time. On the first lap, he made a razzle-dazzle inside move, the bottom shot against Mikey Flynn, and he gets his first win of the year. Remember, he had 1 win last year after going winless in 2019. So Mike Christopher Jr. ready to climb out of the car. It had to be nerve-wracking with Keith Rocco following him for all those laps. But he was able to hold him off. And he is ready to squeeze out of the car. Let's go to Stafford Victory Lane and Kyle Rickey Jr.
6th career SK Modified win, first of the season here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. I know we talked earlier this week, bit down on the confidence after the first 2 weeks. Oh boy, what a way to turn it around tonight.
Yeah, big turnaround. First couple weeks of the season, we were struggling, the 9th and 11th, but pretty much just went back to basics. That's kind of the rule of thumb here in racing, and we're fast in practice, fast in the heat race, and came down to a long green flag run there, just hit my line, and I felt something coming apart in the rear, but, it kept getting worse. But you know what? At that point, you're not pulling off, so it's either it breaks or you win, and here we are.
How aware were you of Keith? He was closing in, but you were able to maintain the race lead those last 5 laps by, 3-4 car lengths. You kind of knew he was coming.
Oh, yeah, I knew he was there. He had that moment where he was real close, and then he backed off, and, it came down to just hitting my line and being real focused on that. This thing was very line specific, so if I got off a little bit, I know I was losing ground, but here we are. I got to thank Esport Feeds, New England Turf Management, PT Watts, Sign Pro, Sean Waddell Communications, of course my dad, my mom, my whole crew that helps me, and everyone that helps out. It's great to be the third week of the year and we're winning. I'm excited.
Fun to watch. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Mike Christopher Jr., your race winner, first of the season. He only had one win all of last year. Looking to, again, have a multi-win season here in 2021. Picks up his first here tonight.
Well, once again, congratulations goes out to our winners tonight. We certainly hope that you've enjoyed this evening's presentation. For those of you that tuned in on Flow Racing, we thank you for tuning in. Remember, tickets go on sale for next Friday night's event, the Tour Type Modifieds, 35 to 40 cars, and much, much more. On behalf of our broadcast team, consisting of the following: Kyle Rickey from the Motor Racing Network, John Gates covering the action down on pit road, Dave Barabalt, and of course, Mr. Auto Racing returns to